What is going on, YouTubers out there? Welcome to the Fusion Media Hub version 2.0 with Jerry Kunith along with
Josh Tyler.
It is great to be back, and the show is fully updated, and I want to get right to those points immediately.
We've been doing some business.
Yeah, we're not fooling around. First and foremost is we're splitting the episode into 2 videos per week. Released on Sunday, we'll do the video game portion, and then on Wednesday we'll do the YouTube review portion.
Correct.
It's a lot easier when you watch 2 5-minute videos as opposed to 1 10-minute video.
Even if we are in them.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
I just hate watching 10-minute videos, to be honest with you. But anyway, let's move on to the news of the network, something we haven't done in a while, and a lot is going on. So let's start off with Hugh Yoshi's Mario. Still going strong with his Paper Mario Let's Play, progressing nicely. And he's going to be on Easter break this week, and that's going to give him a lot more time to work on the forum and the FMN website in general.
Correct.
So that's going to be great. Keep looking back for that. And he's also doing a 1,000 subscriber special, which is quite a milestone.
Something to celebrate, of course.
Absolutely.
Our good friend Tom, also known as Lindsay, has his update video up, so be sure to check that out, see what he's up to.
Yeah, who knows what Tom's up to? Find out. Okay, MickGamer16, a lot going on with him this week. He's uploaded a update video and a 2,000 subscriber special, which actually, yeah, Mike has the most subscribers of anyone in the network, so that's something to brag about.
That's right.
And he also uploaded a Battlefield Bad Company impressions and unboxings video, so check that out. It's awesome.
Our good friend Koshi Sushi with his Mario Galaxy special, and not to be forgotten, of course, Jerry would never forget this especially, the Ocarina of Time Let's Play.
Yeah, I've watched that from the very beginning. I have to say, Koshi's Let's Playing skills have gotten much better, and it is an awesome Let's Play. If you haven't checked it out yet, what is wrong with you? Check it out. Once again, links around the screen for all the FMN members.
Correct.
Okay, so that about wraps it up for that. Let's move on to this week's retro gaming review.
Dating back to the SNES.
Circa 1991 SNES, developed by Konami. And actually, our video this week and our game this week has been recommended by Magma464 on the forums. Thank you, Magma. So here's our review, Super Castlevania 4.
Jerry and Hugh, fans, welcome to 2.0. And let's just get this started by asking the very simple question of, has Simon's conquest to defeat Dracula carried over to the SNES? And let's find out with the graphics.
Let's do it.
Let me just start out by saying this was a first-generation SNES game, so, you know, if compared to maybe Donkey Kong Country, we're going to have some fallbacks.
Oh, no doubt.
But putting that aside, let's move on. You know, Simon's movements at times are a bit silly, and maybe it needed some pre-rendering like Diddy did, but...
I just love the power walk pose.
You know, the power walk, and like I said, at times a bit silly. Maybe I'm being too kind. That's really the only bad thing here. The backgrounds are just awesome. They're all very unique, and I really like what they did. They created a mysterious world, a scary world, but didn't make it too dark, you know, because I don't like games that are dark and you can't see things, and it really irritates me. That's one of my pet peeves, you could say.
It takes away from the gameplay.
It does. It definitely does. But putting that aside, every background is so unique. You know, you've got the clock tower with all these moving parts that are back there. Sometimes when you're inside the castle and you're like behind a fence, or there's open windows and stars and stuff in the sky through those windows. That stuff's really cool. My favorite, though, is the clock tower with all the moving parts. That's badass. Probably my second favorite part would be the ghost effects coming up from the bottom of the screen and through the top of the screen and just moving constantly throughout. Awesome. Very awesome. I also like the overview there, the overworld map that you get there in the loading screen. I think that's really cool because it gives you some perspective. I like when games kind of do that.
It helps mesh the levels together.
Definitely. Well done game, and especially being one of the first ones on the SNES, and I'm giving it 8 trophies. Jerry, how's the sound?
Well, Konami did a really good job with the sound. I think most importantly, I want to point out that it's sound that you wouldn't really expect from a game like this. You look at this game, it's dark, it's gritty, you know, it reminds you of Halloween, but it's very whimsical yet gothic at the same time. I know that sounds strange, but trust me, play the game, or watch it on YouTube, the music is a very cool combination.
Makes it very playable.
Makes it very playable. You know, you're not afraid to go back and play it. It's just very fun to listen to. But I do tell you, the sound does get really serious when you go to a boss fight, which is great because it really puts you in that mood and tells you, yeah, okay, I'm a boss, let's get serious here. And so a lot of the sounds, a lot of the music from this game was remixed from the original games on the NES. When you have Bloody Tears, my personal favorite, from Simon's Quest, and Vampire Killer. And I do think that the composers, Soji Taro and Masanari Adachi,
Right.
and if I didn't pronounce that right, feel free to comment. They did a really good job at the cohesion of the music, making it whimsical yet gothic at the same time. Sound effects are what you'd expect from a first-gen game. I mean, they're fine, but they're nothing to write home about.
No.
So I give this game 8.5 trophies. Let's go over to Hugh for the gameplay.
Oh, so the gameplay. This game is absolutely brilliant gameplay-wise, and for me, the thing that sets it out, you know, from the rest in the Castlevania series, is not the actual gameplay on the game itself. It ties in very, very heavily, but I'm not counting it like that, just so you guys kind of know what I mean. The thing that sets it out for me from the rest in the Castlevania series, really, is the massive gap that this game showed between the NES and the SNES. Obviously, we're doing the SNES on this, and, you know, the thing is, the level design in this game is absolutely brilliant. Probably my favourite in the Castlevania series. And it just showed something that could not be done on the NES. Done right there on the SNES in this game. It's absolutely brilliant. And again, you know, like Josh said, you've got the dynamic backgrounds, and it ties in perfectly. But moving on from the actual design of the levels and that kind of thing in the game, the controls are very smooth and it runs absolutely perfectly. Not in the sense of hardware running, but just for your entertainment. You know, it will keep you going for ages, and if you haven't played it before, it's definitely worth a try. For the gameplay, guys, I'm going to give this one an 8.7. So guys, the overall. Finally, we are back to our FMH layout, and with a new layout design, may I say. Brilliant, and it gives us more room to just, you know, do our thing, speak, and we don't have to cut anything out due to the time limit. So let's get straight on to the recap. Graphics, that was an 8. Nice choice, Josh. Definitely agree with you. Dynamic backgrounds in that, absolutely brilliant. And again, it was something they couldn't really do on the NES, so it took it that step further. Sound was an 8.5, well judged, Jerry. And from me, it was an 8.7. Going very in detail there, but you need to with this game to get the proper idea of, you know, how it all works. So anyway, guys, the overall, what am I going to give it? We need to get the overall in. First overall, Fusion Media Hub 2.0. Well, simple overall this time. No little decimal places, but I am going to go and whack a 9 on that. It all adds up, and seriously guys, even if you're not that into retro gaming, pick this up. It will change your gaming experience no matter what. It's just brilliant. Pick it up, guys. Anyway, so that is the end of part 1 of the Fusion Media Hub 2.0, but click the annotation once the episode part 2 is up to see the YouTube. If it isn't, it'll basically just be saying that it isn't up, and just wait. Keep coming back to this video to check when it is up. We've got a great video for you guys this week, so don't forget to tune in, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.